Welcome to Ask the Mountlake Terrace Cop. I'm Teresa Whipple and Sergeant Pat Lowe. It's almost New Year's.
It is. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
You know, we are rapidly approaching the era of celebrations and revelry, and sometimes those New Year's Eve, New Year's Day gatherings have some unintended consequences in terms of driving while intoxicated and other things. And as a police officer, what kind of advice could you have for people?
Well, I have a lot of advice. Unfortunately, people sometimes make poor choices.
Yeah.
And they drink a little bit too much, and then they try to drive home. And we could talk a lot about don't drink and drive, but everyone knows they're not supposed to drink and drive.
Mm-hmm.
However, unfortunately, some people do drink and drive. So just to let you know, we are having a lot of extra patrols out there. We have DUI emphasis patrols out there. You see the TV commercials, you see the advertisements, listen to them on the radio. You know, drinking and driving is very bad. People can get injured or killed. So without spending a lot of time talking about that, that's obviously the number one thing you want to watch for.
Yeah, make sure you're kind of paying attention to how much you drink. And we were talking about making sure you have a backup plan if you do end up imbibing maybe more than you intend.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's taxis and Uber now. You know, you can arrange for that if you need to. What else should people be aware of when we're at a party where, you know, maybe people are drinking and things are getting a little rowdy?
Well, you know, I guess you just want to pay attention to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're at a party where things get a little bit out of control, maybe people drink a little bit too much, just don't get involved in whatever they're up to.
Yeah.
Because nothing good's going to come of that. People don't act reasonably when they've been drinking too much. If I'm going to go to a party and if I decide I'm going to have one or two drinks, well, first of all, even if I know that I'm probably under the legal limit, I'm not going to drive home just because why take that chance?
Yeah.
And I'm also, if I see someone drinking too much and starting a fight or doing something maybe illegal or inappropriate, I'm just going to separate myself from them. I don't want to be part of that nonsense.
Right.
So it's kind of another good thing is just don't get caught up in silly stuff.
Okay, very good. And one other thing we talked about was, you know, if you're maybe at a bar or a party where you maybe don't know everybody there, and especially for women, you know, there's an issue of just kind of keeping track of your drink and making sure that it's not left unattended, right?
Yeah, self-awareness is really important. So you want to really pay attention. You don't obviously want to leave any kind of a drink left alone unattended because unfortunately there's bad guys out there that may want to take advantage of you. They may place something in your drink that's going to make it so that you know, you're not be able to control yourself.
Yeah.
You may pass out,
Right.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Really, really pay attention to your surroundings and watch all of your stuff. Watch your purse so someone can't take it, or
Right.
a backpack if you're male, and your drinks too. And also pay attention to other strange behaviors. We talked a little bit about if there's a stranger that walks up into a big gathering in a New Year's celebration where there's maybe a few hundred people around, and he drops a backpack on the ground and walks away, pay attention to that sort of thing. We all know what that could turn into.
Right.
And even though that this is Mountlake Terrace, or this you know, small communities around here, there are bad guys out there that want to do harm to us. So really, really pay attention to your surroundings, whether it be someone putting something bad in your drink, or whether it's someone that wants to do harm to a large group of people.
Okay, good advice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be back again soon with another episode of Ask the Mountlake Terrace Cop.